Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Krista, also known as Obsessive Girlfan to WordPress and Tumblr followers who may be watching this. I am not gonna lie to you, I just filmed this whole video on my phone and found out that it had somehow registered in portrait mode, so it was completely worthless. Everything was worthless. So I'm doing this all over again. Practice, right? Okay. So this is my very first video. Hello, welcome to my life, welcome to my awkward, welcome to everything. I just wanted to start with the BookTube Newbie Tag because I think it's a great introduction to new people in the BookTube community. I will probably end up adding a few random tidbits about myself at the end of the tag, just because who knows what I'm going to say when I answer these questions. I've answered them all before, but my answers are probably going to change a little. So with that, I am just going to jump right into the BookTube Newbie Tag. I took this from Kristen at Super Space Chick. If you guys haven't checked her out, she is one of my all-time favorite booktubers, and she's so sweet, and I love her to death. And I will put a link to her blog, her channel. She also has a blog, but I will put a link to both, I suppose. I will put a link to both down below, and you guys can go check her out because I highly recommend her channel. But without any further ado, I should warn you, I'm real weird. Okay, I'm super awkward. Please don't hold it against me. I hope you like it. There's a bunch of weirdos out here, right? It's not just me. I'm not the only one. It's gonna be fine. Okay, whatever. First question on the BookTube Newbie Tag is, why did you start this channel? And my answer is kind of threefold. One, I started this channel because I love to read. I started actively reading about 3 years ago when I was 25, so that was like, you know, kind of late in life to be doing that. But I found some great book blogs when I started blogging and just kind of started snowballing from there. Ended up founding the Adult Bookler group on Tumblr, so if you don't follow us, I'll talk more about that in another video, I am sure. But yeah, Adult Bookler is a place for 18 and over Tumblr users who love to read. The end. Secondly, I have been making some friends with fellow bloggers who are making YouTube videos, and it sounded like fun. And I like putting myself outside my comfort zone because I have very strong anxiety disorders, and I find that while, yes, this is making me incredibly anxious right now, it is also probably good for me to step outside my comfort zone and experience new things. So there you have it. And then thirdly, I don't think I actually had a third reason. Third, I would really like a reason to justify having all these books to my husband because, well, he just doesn't think that they're as important. I will turn around and throw that right back in his face when it comes to video games. So, question 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? I think that, who knows? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do in the next 5 minutes of this video, but I think that some of the things we have planned for Adult Bookler are going to be really exciting, and I think that this is going to be a good leeway into that, and maybe things, I don't know. I never really know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm going to bring, but love me anyway. Please? Okay. Failed that question. Don't kick me out, please. All right, what are you most excited to do with this channel? You know, really, like I said, I'm really excited to push myself outside my comfort zone. I am so far in this rut of my life where I just do the same things every day and I'm not experiencing anything new, and I'm really excited. You know, I'm about to make some big changes in my life in other areas, and I think that, all right, maybe on one hand, maybe making too many changes at one time is not the best idea, but I think that this time of excitement and freshness and newness is such a good time to just reinvent yourself. And I definitely feel like I've been stuck in this rut for the last couple years. And it's time to make changes for myself and bring those to the world and share myself with the internet. I'm excited to just broaden my horizons and to read things that I never would have thought that I would read. I'm excited to make new friends. I'm excited to, just have new experiences and hopefully, meet up with people at BookCon, which I'm going to in May. So excited. Did I say that already? I'll edit it out if I did. But yeah, hopefully, getting the chance to meet authors. I have never met an author because I have anxiety about meeting people in what I consider a position of power. So I've never met an author. I've never met a celebrity. I've been in places where they are, and I've just never had the guts to go up and talk to them because I don't want to look like an idiot. So hopefully, when I go to BookCon, I will not be afraid to go up and talk to Sarah J. Maas and be like, I love everything you do. You are amazing. Can I live inside your brain, please? That might be weird. She might not like that very much. I shouldn't do that. I will talk to people who are better suited at meeting celebrities than I and get some pointers. Number 4, why do you love reading? I've always been a huge lover of cinema and by extension television, but it all started with movies. I was actually a film major in college. Fun fact. I don't know. I love movies, but it's like an hour and a half of your life and then it's done. And then what are you going to do? Watch another one? And then, it just becomes this point where you need something that is going to stay with you a little bit longer. And reading has given me that. And, it'll entertain me for hours upon hours upon hours. And I don't ever get tired of it. And I love living in these other worlds. And I love experiencing things through the eyes of another person. As somebody who is highly empathetic, that is really thrilling for me. So I just like to pretend I'm someone else sometimes. Not that I don't love myself for who I am, but sometimes it's just fun to escape into a different world and see things from different perspectives, and hell, even fantasy and just things that aren't possible in the world we live in. Moving on. What series got you into reading? That is actually really interesting because I read... when I was little, I read the Animorphs books and the Goosebumps books like crazy town. I really did. But those were really the only things I read. And then, middle school and high school happened and I didn't really read. And then I discovered Harry Potter towards the end of high school. I didn't read a Harry Potter book until after I had seen the 3rd movie. So, it was significantly after the series had launched. And I had never read one. So I watched the 3rd movie and I loved it so much that I went and I bought the first 3 books and I plowed through those and then into the 4th and the 5th before the movies came out, and I loved those even more because I had no idea what was going to happen and it was so exciting. But after that I stopped. It was Harry Potter or bust, man. I read Twilight, as those were coming out, and I picked up the Hunger Games when the Hunger Games was popular. I picked up all these things. This is so weird. So, all of those, enjoyed them, had fun reading them. Harry Potter, obviously, heart in my soul. I got the special box set right here. And the coloring book and the illustrated edition. And I have already pre-ordered Chamber of Secrets illustrated edition. I love me some Harry Potter. But the one that got me reading consistently all the time, cannot stop reading, The Selection by Kira Cass. I read that in 2014, right at the very beginning of 2014. I don't know what it is about it. It is like the fluffiest, lightest, easiest YA girly crap I've ever read. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I want to read about this universe forever and ever and ever. And so I picked that up, and I don't know what it did to me, but man, I cannot stop now. I'm just constantly looking for the next thing that is going to make me feel that way. and I have found a few, but we'll talk about those later. What would you ask your favorite booktuber? As I mentioned before, my favorite booktuber is Kristen, who is Super Space Chick on YouTube and on her blog. And I love her. She's adorable. She has so much passion for her books and for comics. She's actually one of the reasons that I started reading comics and not being afraid of like going to the comic book store and asking them as a woman, like, what should I read? Like, I love her. I owe so much of what I've accomplished in the last year to her, whether she knows it or not. Like, it's crazy. I don't know what I'd ask her. I'd ask her if we could hang out. Kristen, can we hang out, like, sometime? I don't know where you're gonna be, like, next Tuesday. Can we hang out? Because I think that we would get along really well. But besides that, I think I would ask her what book she would highly recommend out of the last, say, 2 years. Which book is an absolute must-read out of the last 2 years. I would want to know that, and I would instantaneously pick that book up and read it, because so many of the books that I have loved over the last couple years have been on her recommendation, so I need to know. Alright, the last question in this tag is, what challenges will be hardest to overcome with this channel? And finally, one that I actually have an answer to, consistency, because even with my blog, consistency has been a challenge for me. I mean, I work 40 hours a week. I have a blog. I have the book club. I manage 5 Tumblr accounts. I mean, I am heavily rooted in social media, and so many things. What is wrong with me? Why do I keep doing this to myself? But I want to have no regrets. I don't want to look and be like, oh, I wish I had tried that. No, I'm going to do it, because I spent so much of my life just saying I should do this or I could do that, and then never going for it because I was scared, and I'm not doing that anymore. That is definitely one of my 2016 like resolutions. So anyways, tangent. It's going to be challenging for me with my hectic schedule, with all of the other commitments that I've given myself to be consistent. I am making a goal to upload 1 video a week once I kind of have, you know, contentable type things. I'd like to upload 1 video a week, maybe more, if things are going well. If you guys like me. If you don't like me, I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna need to make sure that I am on top of things. I am a highly organized person. I can plan things out. It's just a matter of doing them. Sometimes when it's like, hey, you should be filming, I'll be like, I'd rather read. I'm sure people here can relate. Please relate to me. Yeah. Alright, so that concludes the tag. That hot mess that just happened back there concludes the tag. I thought that I would give you some additional info about me, maybe, if you're interested. Clearly I'm a total weirdo. You love it or you hate it. That's fine. I am kind of a makeup junkie. I actually started watching, my YouTube addiction began with beauty tubers. And honestly, I thought about starting a beauty tube channel, and that's just not me. I love watching it and I love doing my own makeup, but filming tutorials for other people, like, I don't feel like I'm at a skill level where that is a thing that I can do. Something else you guys should know is that I do have a moderate cursing problem. I don't know if everybody thinks it's a problem. I don't necessarily think it's a problem. I'll try to keep it to a minimum. I'm not going to be one of those people dropping F-bombs left and right, but they might slip in every once in a while when I feel impassioned. So please understand that that's something that you're going to get with me, and if that's something that you're not into, then I apologize profusely, and I hope you still watch my videos. Final thing you may have noticed, I am a severely self-deprecating person. I try not to be. It's a coping mechanism when I feel uncomfortable. So I'm going to do my best to tone down that aspect of my personality on film and just in general. Like, it's not a good thing to be doing out in the real world either. So bear with me on that. That's something that I'm learning to do, and I'm actually hoping that making these videos is going to help me figure out how to talk to other human beings without beating myself up in the process. I assure you that I think I'm awesome. I don't think I'm the best, but I think I'm awesome. I think I'm pretty fun, I think I'm cool, and I think that we should be friends because you're probably pretty cool too if you're watching this. With that, let's just end this debacle. I think I'm going to give you guys a 2016 first quarter wrap up of everything that I've been reading so you can see kind of what my reading tastes tend to be. And with that, bye! Sayonara! Do like an awkward chicken dance out. I don't really know what to do here. Third. I got nothing to hide. Nothing. Some of this. Are you kidding me right now? I'm a horrible person. Also, my eyelash is a problem. My body lies over the ocean. Fuck. I'm a weird human being.